Good morning. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sam Lawrence. I'm the chair of League, and we are trying some new things this year. So I'm going to I'm going to follow the speaker's golden rule, and I'll just be short and then be seated because I'll say more tomorrow. You'll see more of me than you ever wanted to see tomorrow. We have some announcements. Let's see here. So this is your obligatory reminder that if you're a civil servant, you're still under the blackout. Please don't discuss anything relating to the commercial procurement. Please refrain from using the Wi-Fi. Even though we just showed the Wi-Fi password, you may experience slower than normal response times because everyone is checking their email instead of listening to me. There are overflow viewing rooms in the boardroom behind the receptionist's desk. So those are places which will be quieter than the main room here, and so if the room gets full or if you are having a good conversation, you can go in there and keep following what's going on here. We are trying some new things this year for the League meeting. This is one of them, where instead of having the usual potpourri, we're doing very deep dives into very important subjects, and nothing is more important than learning how to survive and operate through the lunar night. It's critical for everything we want to do on the moon. And we want to do a robust continuum of commercial, exploration, and science activities as called for by the Lunar Exploration Roadmap. So with that, I'm going to hand this over to the co-chairs of this special focus workshop, Andy Petro and Renee Weber.
Thank you, Sam. Welcome everyone to the Survive and Operate Through the Lunar Night workshop. Glad all of you could be here. We're really gratified that so many people made us a priority to come here today for this. And it's this workshop is jointly sponsored by the three mission directorates at NASA with a lot of help from the Survey, League, NASA Space Portal, and USRA, so we appreciate their help. My name's Andy Petro from NASA headquarters. This is Renee Weber, and I think we'll go ahead and look at the agenda. Renee will take us through that.
Hello, everybody. So this material is basically just copied from the workshop's website, and it's kind of giving just a high-level overview of what we're here to talk about. But we kind of have it split into three main phases. Today, in the morning discussion, we're going to talk about the expected needs and opportunities for science exploration and commercial operations. Then in the afternoon, we're going to talk about what's the current state of the art for power generation, storage, and distribution, and also thermal management. And then in the poster session, which will actually take place tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, we're going to have folks presenting their novel concepts for power and thermal management systems. And the poster boards are out there now, and you're welcome to hang your poster whenever you want, although the formal session will be tomorrow. And then sort of the outcome from this meeting, what we actually expect to do with the discussion that will take place today, is to identify the gaps between mission needs and system capabilities for surviving and operating through the night, explore opportunities for public-private partnerships, and then summarize our findings in a report to NASA. And we actually have two note takers here today from NextGen, Chris and Anna, if you can raise your hands. They're going to be taking detailed notes about all the discussion that happens today. So if you really want something in that final report, I think they're accepting bribes. And here's our agenda. We're going to start with this welcome. Then we're going to have an overview of what the actual day-night environmental conditions on the moon are, lessons learned from previous missions that have survived the night, and then our morning panel, again, talking about requirements. So Andy, you want to talk about the second half?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So in the afternoon, we'll have two panels, one on power and one on thermal, looking at the state of the art in terms of technology that will support what we might want to do on the moon, and as well as the technology gaps and the needs for development to go forward. And then we'll have a commercial panel, and then followed by a report from the International Space University summer session team that did a study of lunar night survival, and a very nice report that's available as well. We'll hear from them. And then we'll have our summary discussion. at the end of the day. And as Renee mentioned, the poster session is tomorrow evening. However, some of the posters are already out there, so you can take a look at those in the meantime. One of the things we wanted to do to encourage participation above and beyond what discussion can occur in the room here is to provide some questions that provide more or less an outline for the report that we want to produce. I won't read these, but you know, they cover the basic objectives that Renee had talked about. And then what we have also done to encourage even more participation is there's a survey sheet. There's several outside and on the side tables. If you want to do by paper version, you can grab a copy of this. You can use it for your own notes, and then you can submit it to us. It'll help us gather additional input. There's also a SurveyMonkey survey online that you should have received a link to, and you can use that also to share your thoughts on these sort of overriding questions. So I think that completes the introduction.
We'll put these questions up on this while we're actually having our panel discussions, just in case you run out of ideas to ask the panelists questions.
Yeah, okay. So Renee, you can
Okay, great.
introduce.
Okay, so